Good morning and good evening to all our listeners on NRI Samay. Today we are going to talk about a recent incident that happened in Mumbai. When I say recent, this happened in December of last year. There was a fire at a quite a big slum at Damu Nagar, and about 2,000 huts got gutted in that fire. And so far there has been no formal investigation that has been launched into this, or no response from the government in terms of what has actually caused this fire in the first place. And about over 2,000 families are their livelihood, their homes have been completely destroyed. So to talk about the situation of the people who are affected by this tragedy and other issues concerning the rehabilitation, we have today with us Swati Sawant, who practices law in New York and also Maharashtra and Goa Bar Council in India. And she is also an immigration lawyer and also program director for the International Commission for Dalit Rights, which is based in D.C. So Swati, welcome to NRI Samay.
Hi, thank you.
So first of all, just for the sake of our listeners, could you explain where Damu Nagar is, and how big of a slum is this, and how far is it from Mumbai and geographically, so that our listeners can relate to this?
Sure. So Damu Nagar is in the northern suburb of Mumbai.
Okay.
It's in Kandivali, and so this area is very close to the train station. It's a city. This slum sits on a hill. It's a very beautiful area, actually.
Uh-huh.
And so it's in and it's one of the biggest slum in Mumbai, I would say.
Oh, okay. Okay, so is it as big as Dharavi, or?
No, not as big as Dharavi, but I would say that at least around 5,000 to 7,000 people live there.
Okay. And typically, I'm assuming you've also visited the slum area as part of your work.
Yes.
Could you tell us typically what kind of work the people in the slums do?
So from that place, Andheri Lokhandwala complex, it's one of the richest neighborhood is near to that place.
Uh-huh.
So most of the people in the slum, they work as a maid in the Lokhandwala area,
Uh-huh.
or they are a driver. So they do all labor work.
I see. And are there also schools nearby the slums or within the slum areas where the kids go to?
I think yes, there is a school close by this place.
Okay. And the school was also affected, or that was untouched by this accident?
No, only this slum, which is on the hill, it is affected.
Okay.
And there are other slums at the bottom of that slum which is not affected.
Okay. So have you visited this place?
Yes, I did visit it. I did visit this place. This incident happened on December 8th, 2015, and I visited a week after, like on 16th of December.
Okay. And this was part of your work as the Commission for the Dalit Rights?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And did you get a chance to also talk to the families there in the slum, and do you know what might have caused this fire accident in the first place?
Yes, I met media reports that like 12 people were injured and 2 are dead.
Uh-huh.
So I tried to meet injured people and those the family of the deceased people.
Uh-huh.
And what I saw is, they are living in really bad state. They did not have any shelter. They were sleeping on the ground. and I saw that their utensils, their like everything was burned down, and so I met like few people. Like I interviewed a college girl. She was studying for 12th standard, and her books were burned down in this fire. She could not study. And I met this guy whose camera, he just started working as a professional photographer. His camera was burned down in that fire. I saw his burnt camera. So it was a 700D camera. It was an expensive camera, and he borrowed, loan for that camera, and he was still paying that loan. And he's unemployed and he has to pay the loan. And I met this family. So when I met them, they did not get money from government by that time.
So this was a week after you went there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so until that point, there was no proper shelter, and also there was no compensation given by the government yet, even for the deceased family?
So, like 2 people are dead. One family, they got money, but other family did not, because they were not at that time at home when the survey was done. So whenever government does survey, if people are not present, they won't give money to those people. So this family was not there, so they did not receive money at that point. So, but I heard that now they have received the money.
Okay, and how much compensation did they get?
They got in lakhs, I think.
Okay.
But the injured people got 3,800 something.
Okay.
And they say that affected people got 3,800, but I'm not sure if only injured people received this amount, or everyone in that area received this amount. I'm not sure about that.
Okay. And did anyone tell what might have caused this fire accident in the first place?
Yeah, actually the causes of the fire are unknown. I mean, nobody knows what happened, but 25 to 30 gas cylinders exploded in that area, and nobody knows whose house it was. So some people
and the gas cylinders who are the people in the slums were using the gas cylinders?
Some people, but most of them were using kerosene. So I think 1 or 2 gas exploded, and then I think the fire catched that area. So.
Okay.
But nobody knows like what is the causes for that. And this happened at the noon time when nobody was at home. Most of the people went for to do their job. And it is said that it is a conspiracy because just a minute, I'll give you. People say that it could be conspiracy because nobody knows the exact reason for gas explosion, and also this is a forest land, and there is a dispute on this land. And the forest department lost its case in High Court, and they moved to Supreme Court. So this case is pending about this place. And also because this slum area was planned to redevelop by SD Corporation, and so the slum dwellers are speculating that maybe company's hand in it.
Okay.
And the fire department did not give any reason for that, like the explanation for the gas explosion.
And
there is
yes. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
And there is no action taken against these 2 gas agency provider in that area.
And were they questioned at all after this incident?
What?
Were the gas agencies questioned?
No, nothing is done against them because there is no reason for this fire explosion.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. No action is taken against them.
Okay. And you mentioned that the SB Corporation were trying to, there was a fight for the land already going on. Did they, sort of try to force the people out of the slums earlier than this, or any incidents happened in the past?
Forest department, they tried to.
Okay.
Yeah, and forest department before this incident, they have taken survey.
Mm-hmm.
They surveyed this area. These guys have receipt of that, which is of course destroyed in the fire. And they were supposed to give them place to stay there. Yeah.
Now, are there any laws protecting the people who are living in the slum against these kind of exploitation? That I'm assuming the people living in the slums have been living so for like past many years.
Yeah.
So, are there any laws that protect the people in the slum from this kind of exploitation? So people cannot just come in and ask them to vacate the place.
Lost money, you mean?
No, I mean the government, the laws, as in the judiciary.
Government, they're trying to move them from that place to another. They said that it will be just 1 kilometer from that place. But if they rehabilitate them in another area, it will be problem for them, because their livelihood is around that place and their children are in the nearby school. So the rehabilitation is now very important in that place.
Right. And what do the people want? I mean, they want to be rehabilitated close by, or they want the huts to be built in the same place?
They wanted huts to be built in the same place, or if they are building condos, or government can give them place somewhere, but they don't want to go from that place. Out of 1,200 people, families, I think 600 are willing to relocate to another place.
Okay. So they are not affected by the livelihood then, or they are willing to?
They are, but they have no choice. I mean, what can they do? Like, now nobody is helping them.
Right.
These politicians, they come and go and they just promise them, but they don't want to move from that place because they have been living there for, some of them, for like 30 years.
Right. So these 600 families you said who are willing to move, how soon will they be relocated to this new location? Has the work already begun, or this is going to happen sometime in future?
No, sometime in future. Politicians, they promise, but nothing has happened yet.
Okay.
And they live there temporarily because everything is burned down, so they have temporarily with the plastic sheets, and they newly build their homes, but it is not in good conditions. Like if heavy rain, then it is problem for them. Right.
Okay. So what kind of work are you doing? I mean, what's your involvement with this situation?
I'm in the process of writing a report to Human Rights Commission of Maharashtra and asking them to rehabilitate in the same place, to issue some kind of order for Maharashtra government, and secondly to put inquiry commission to know the reasons for this gas explosion and take action against these gas agencies, and also I'm asking them to as their legal documents are burned in this fire, like ration card, Aadhaar card, election card. So I'm also asking for permanent cards for them. They already got temporary ones, but it's important, these documents in India, so I'm asking for those documents.
Right. And when do you plan to submit this report?
This will be done in a couple of days.
Oh, okay. And how does the human resource the Human Rights Department will work once they receive this report? How soon are they supposed to act on it?
I have no idea actually. I thought this is the only way to do something against Maharashtra government.
Right.
So my only hope is Maharashtra Human Rights Commission will do something on this, because it's Article 21 under Indian Constitution, right to life. And livelihood of many people are affected by this. So they should do something to get justice for these people.
Right.
And it's a lot of people. I mean, lot of 1,200 families are not a big thing. I mean, it's a big thing. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And also I'm trying to,
No, go ahead.
And also I'm trying to get some money for them. I'm trying to contact with other NGOs in Mumbai and see what they need, like this guy who lost his camera, if we can help something for his employment, or the girl who lost her books, if we can help her in some way. So I'm trying to get some help from Mumbai NGOs, and also I'm trying to contact Ghar Bachao Andolan, if they can bring this issue in light so we can lobby against Maharashtra government on this issue. Yeah. Right.
So what are the other NGOs that you are already partnering with on the ground?
Shiv Prabha Trust in Maharashtra, AID in Boston, Association for India's Development.
Right. Okay.
I'm also in talk with Ghar Bachao Andolan, if they can bring this issue in light. And Shiv Prabha Trust promised me that they can bring this issue, they can publish in newspaper.
Right.
Yeah, and we are also trying to fundraise for these people, if you can help them.
Okay. Now, is there a website or anything where people can help with this efforts that you and the other NGOs are doing, or how do they contact you or anyone else to help further?
So we have a blog, International Commission for Dalit Rights, and we also have a Facebook page. So we are trying, ICDR is trying to make funds through Facebook page, so that if people are interested, they can donate and we can use those funds for Damu Nagar.
Okay. So apart from the two examples that you said, where a girl, all her books got burnt, and then the other person lost his camera. Do you also have a list of all the other people who need help, and what kind of help do they need?
Actually, I'm in touch with the activists, and they are going to interview in that area and see what people need, so that Shiv Prabha Trust, ICDR, and AID can help them.
Okay. And so you think the best way to know all this information will be through the Facebook page for International Commissions for Dalit Rights?
Yes.
Okay.
We update all the information there.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, so you'll be going to India soon to submit this report, or?
No, actually, I'm doing from Boston, from here. But I have contacts. Every day, I'm in touch with the activists there, and Ghar Bachao Andolan. Then I know a few advocates there who are helping me on this case.
Okay.
So I'm really, so virtually I'm doing a lot of work. I'm trying to get people together and see what I can do more for this 1,200 families.
Got it. Could you also repeat the blog address so that we can spread the word to our listeners as well?
It's the International Commission for Dalit Rights.
Okay, I see that. Okay, it's ICDRINTL.org, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, Swati, thank you very much for being on the show today, and we wish you the best of everything in your efforts.
Thank you, Suresh, for bringing this issue in light, and so I think this will help to get justice for those people. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We hope so. And to all our listeners who are interested in knowing more about this issue, and if you would like to further contribute, then you could go to the ICDRINTL.org, which is International Commission for Dalit Rights. That's the blog. Or on Facebook, you can look up them with the International Commission for Dalit Rights. And you could further reach out to Swati Sawant if you have any more questions or any other suggestions you may have. Thank you once again for tuning into Samay.
Thank you.